Hello, I'm Tammy Braswell, the Vibrational Goddess with Create by Vibration. And today we're going to talk about tolerating experiences in your life that you know no longer are part of what you want to experience now. Oftentimes, we allow things to continue. People in our lives, the situations in our lives, the job that we have, the health that we have, the relationships that we have, things in our life that are not really what we want them to be. We set and we dream about better, which tells you that you want to grow, that you want to have new experiences, and that you want to up level in your life, and that you are ready to. When things start showing up, when we have that churning, a longing desire within us to have something be different, it's because we're ready to actually experience something different. But often, what happens is we are so caught up in our patterns, in our complacency, and in our level of comfort that we let things be. And we even make excuses. We'll call them reasons, but excuses for why things are, why we allow ourselves to be treated a certain way, or why we allow ourselves to continuously do things that we know don't feel good. We know that we'd rather be doing something else, but we keep doing them. So maybe, like I said, going to a job. Now, I'm not saying quit the job tomorrow, but start thinking about what do you want instead, and open yourself up to imagining what that can be so that the universe source can start helping you to bring in new things into your life, and that you're willing to step into them even when they're uncomfortable, even when they're unfamiliar, even when they're unknown, because the next level that you'll experience in your life will always be unknown to you. That's why it's a next higher level. It isn't something that you have experienced. Maybe you've seen it somewhere, so that's why you have a vision of what you think you might like it to be like. Or it could be something that you had a little taste of, experienced for a moment, but then couldn't hold on to as a regular experience in your life, but you're ready to have that experience now and you want to call it in. And so when we tolerate anything that doesn't feel good, what we're doing is continuing to be out of alignment with the thing that we consciously know that we want to experience. You're either in alignment with the thing you want or you're out of alignment with it. But you will be in alignment with something, and the something is what is happening in your life right now. And every choice you make in relationship to your desire is either bringing you closer to it or moving you farther away. So when we tolerate, and toleration is accepting something of a lesser nature that we know we don't really want anymore, or we don't really want at all, to continue when we're aware that it isn't what we want. And I notice this in, communities that I'm in, that people are talking about, relationships that they're not happy in, or experiences that they were wish they were uh, out of, or that were changed. So it's deciding that you're no longer going to tolerate the things that don't align with feeling good. If you make your choices based on what feels good and what doesn't feel good, then you can decide better which direction you want to go and what you want to do next. Accepting things that are lesser than you want only keep you stuck in places that you no longer want to be. So accepting that in your relationship, the other person yells at you, or is irritated with you, or cheats on you, or in your health that you don't have the flexibility that you want, or you don't have the mobility that you want, or in your finances that you're struggling all the time and you don't have the ability to have more of what you want in there. It's all available to you right now. And that may sound strange when I say it, but it's deciding that you're no longer going to tolerate anything that isn't what you want. Yes, there's a process to moving into what you do want, But it's the first step is deciding you're not going to tolerate it and to be really honest with yourself. What happens from an energetic place is that in connection with our soul's desire for this journey we're on, that when we don't pay attention to what isn't aligned to what we say we want and we tolerate it, it seems to feel like it gets worse. I'm sure that you have experienced this where it just seems like the thing gets worse and worse and worse, and it's not getting any better. It's you deciding that you're no longer going to tolerate that. In that moment of decision, you won't necessarily know how is it going to change, what's going to happen, how you can do something different, but in that decision, that you are ready to no longer tolerate that, that you are going to take whatever steps help reveal themselves to you and even seek support to help you to make those choices and change the trajectory of your life from where it is right now, your energy shifts and everything's created from energy, from your decisions, from your choices, and then it moves the energy in a different way than the pattern that you've kept it in by tolerating the things that are not what you really want in your life. So you can make a different choice. And sometimes that sounds easier than said than done, but it's totally possible. And again, you want to look for ways to have support in that because changing our way of thinking, of our environment, of our patterns that we've been in for so long alone, it takes much longer if it even happens, because then we just fall back into old patterns. And toleration of anything is an old pattern. And if you're listening to me right now, if you're watching this right now, it's because you want something different. It's because you are ready to step into something different, that you've come to a place where tolerating things in a relationship or how your body feels or how your finances feel or anything, and you're ready to change and you're ready to make different choices and you're ready to be uncomfortable in that because, well, you don't know what comes next right now. But as things are presented to you, as you stay on that path of that, I want something higher, I want something better for me, things will show up. They always do. And as a matter of fact, I want to offer you an opportunity here to take a next step in being part of a community that will hold you in that higher space so that you're not feeling like you're on your own and you're in a space of higher vibration. It's important to stay in higher vibrational energy because each step that you take, you go into a higher vibrational frequency as you do. So if you can stay in that space, you can create a new frequency in your life. You'll watch as those things that you tolerate, have tolerated, will start to fall away. They'll naturally move out of your space. That's one thing about us is we'll go, well, how? How do I figure out how to change that? You don't have to figure out the how. You only have to decide on what you want to experience instead. Become emotionally uh, enjoy around it and love around it. And what is necessary to change will start changing. It may take a moment for all that shifting to happen, but if you stay on that path, then it will change. So you want to be in a space and with others who are doing the same thing, who can hold that space for you and with you. So you're not doing it alone. You don't fall back. And even if you stumble a little backwards, take those couple steps back when you're moving forward, they're there to support you. They're there to remind you, hey, this is possible. Keep your eye on what it is that you want to create instead. And you can receive that support in the higher consciousness circle. It's a beautiful community uh, focused on helping you stay in that high vibrational frequency of doing the inner work that helps to create a different outer experience. Everything happens within you first, and then your outside experience changes So it's about you making the choices from within, what's best for you, what feels good to you, and doing it from a place of love. And in that place, it will benefit everyone and everything around you as well. So you can come join us in the higher consciousness circle, be part of that space. We'll hold that higher vibrational frequency with and for you and help you to move into those higher experiences you want to have and be on this journey together. The details on how to join us in the higher consciousness circle will be in the comments below. I look forward to being with you again soon and seeing you next time we're together. Thank you for being here with me. Again, I'm Tammy Braswell, the vibrational goddess of Create by Vibration.